Hi, it is us, your people, your host. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Been busy.
Been busy. We'd had a nice little break, as everyone else should have had, as well as everyone else should have had. I totally got those words mixed up. Yeah, I still think I need a longer break. Okay, well, hello. If you guys are all new and have started listening to us for a little bit, I am your host, Rebecca, for the Reddit Randos podcast. And with me, I have my wonderful host and, I guess, partner in life, Justin.
You guess?
Well,
You guess I am?
Did I say guess or you're my guest?
You said, I guess my part. Whatever.
Well, my co-host
I guess I'm not significant.
Oh, sorry.
Whatever.
Okay, I think I got those switched on. See, like I said, I think I need a longer break.
I guess
I've been through it.
The rest of this episode.
Oh.
Let's go.
I guess we're married. I guess we are, parenting together. I get.
Not anymore. Going to the Bahamas.
Okay. Well, I hope everyone had a wonderful time during the holidays. It's still kind of going on. We just, need a little bit of a break to have our time with family and everything. So, we're back on. So, don't be missing out anymore because we're going to get some more going. So, ready to get into it? Yes, let's get into it. Okay. So, first one is starting off from 6 days ago. It is from Am I the A-hole? And it says, am I the a-hole for sleeping naked in my room? In my own room. So, am I the a-hole for sleeping naked in my own room?
That's nasty.
Well, I think everyone's been there if they have their own room. Sometimes a lot of people like sleeping nude.
But that person was naked under all their clothes they wore during the day.
You're just hilarious. My goodness. We don't have time for dad jokes. Okay. So it starts off as throwaway account because I don't want my roommate to see this. Oh, they have a roommate. Okay.
Uh-oh. Well,
we'll see what the situation is. Since I was a teenager, I've always slept naked. And I don't even know if this is a man or a woman. So we're going to find out. But since I was a teenager, I've always slept naked. I always get too hot at night, and it's just generally way more comfortable for me to sleep that way. Sorry, this person's writing. Whenever I leave my room, I'm
to and from.
Whenever messing me up.
Whenever they go to and from.
Whenever I leave my room, I'm always dressed, or at the very least, I have shorts on, something on if I'm going to or from the shower. My roommate knows this, and up to this point has had no problem with it, and we always knock on each other's doors anyway to be polite. Okay, that's how it should start. Okay.
I think it's a guy.
Yeah. The issue started when he brought over his girlfriend to stay a couple nights.
Oh, it's a guy.
Okay. We all get along pretty well and have all hung out a few times before. But this was the first time she had come over and spent the night. We had all gone out drinking and got home pretty late. So once we all walked in, we just went straight to sleep. I, of course, went to my bed with my usual routine of getting naked and hopping in bed. Well, sometime during the night, my roommate's girlfriend needed to use the bathroom, but she didn't know which room it was. My room and the bathroom are right next to each other, and she opened my door by mistake. I have a vague memory of her opening my door, but I was half asleep, and when she closed it, I went right back to sleep. The next morning, I woke up, and my roommate and his girlfriend were upset with me because when she walked in, she saw everything. And she was mad I would sleep naked when a guest was over in the first place. Okay. They both said I need to start wearing clothes to sleep since my roommate's girlfriend is going to probably be sleeping over more often, and it makes her uncomfortable. My argument was that I'm in my own private space away from them, and that while I understand it was a mistake, it's still her fault and that she walked in on me sleeping. It's been a few days and my roommate still won't let it go. I still sleep naked And yeah, like, what are you going to do? Force him to keep clothes on?
Look at me in my own room.
Oh, okay, okay, I'm going to take my clothes off now.
I'm in my own private domicile.
I'm letting you know. I'm getting naked.
Your underwear off.
Just word it out there. Do not come in. I am naked. All right. Let's see. Where was I? It's been a few days and he won't let it go. I still sleep naked. And now once on purpose, he walked in on me sleeping just to see if I was naked or not. Oh, see, I would have a problem with that for sure.
He's got problems.
I don't really care about him seeing me naked because we've seen each other naked before. I mean, this is, yeah.
Yeah, it's a guy.
This is totally guys. But this is all getting really out of hand. I don't think I should have to wear clothes to sleep just because it makes his girlfriend uncomfortable, even though I'm in my own private room. Okay. So I guess, yeah, is he the a-hole for wanting to still sleep naked in his own room?
No.
No, it's his own room.
But if they keep walking in, they'll see his.
Well, yeah, if they're purposely going to keep walking in, there's going to be a huge problem. And they're going to be I don't know. The thing is, if I was in the girlfriend's case where I opened the door, saw him, I would be so embarrassed that I made that mistake.
Hopefully, I would hope that he's really drunk and doesn't remember.
Well, first of all, the boyfriend is kind of, like, lame for not letting her know where the bathroom was. Mm-hmm. Like, first of all, wouldn't that be, like, the main thing? Like, here's the kitchen, here's his room. Oh, and this is the bathroom if you need it. This is where you go to the bathroom. This is my roommate's room. So, like, bad boyfriend on being a good host for his girlfriend spending the night. And then, yeah, otherwise I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Or like, obviously it was the middle of the night, so I'd be like closing it. I probably would never have told the boyfriend because I would have been so embarrassed that I even opened his door and been like, oh my gosh, I saw everything. I know what the bathroom is now, where the bathroom is.
Yeah, I'll never forget it.
I wouldn't get mad at the roommate just because he was in his own room. It's his own room, his own privacy. That's his own living quarters that he can do whatever he wants. So in this case, no, he's not the a-hole in my mind.
We're going to tell him, don't shower naked next.
You
must put on your boxers when you go in there.
Like, and he's respectful otherwise when he's always leaving his room dressed of some accord, if not fully, basically. So it's like, if she was uncomfortable because he went around walking in his boxers all day, and I would then been like, with the girlfriend, like if that made her uncomfortable, I'd be like, okay, boyfriend needs to be like, hey, can you at least put some shorts on? I mean, I don't care. Guys can be shirtless, but could you put at least some shorts on, to cover your boxers? Because everyone can see things with boxers or briefs or whatever you wear. Or Speedos. But yeah, that's in the comfort of his own room. Like, you guys, you already saw him naked. You don't need to be reminded twice of what it looks like now. Because if you're just being like, oh my gosh, every time I close my eyes, I see it. And you're just be like, well, that's your fault for being able to walk in the first place and seeing it.
Sometimes you just remember, don't do certain things.
Yeah. Yeah, so bad boyfriend for not showing the bathroom. And girlfriend, just get over it, okay? You walked in on his private space. Not his fault.
They should go move and get their own house.
Well, yeah, if the girlfriend's going to be spending the night more often, then there comes the issue, is she going to move in and pay for also the rent and all that. That's always an issue for when people have boyfriend and girlfriends.
Get her out of there.
If they're going to be moving in with each other, they might as well just move into their own space. So, okay, anyways, there is an edit. To everyone saying I should lock my door. I'm guessing they don't have a lock. If he hasn't, I don't know. To everyone saying I should lock my door or add a lock, I would really like to. Unfortunately, the place we're staying at doesn't want us to change the door handles or anything, so I can't do that, which I've heard that a lot, so it's whatever the rules are. However, I am currently looking into ways to stop my door from opening that isn't like a barricade or that drills into the door or wall. Yeah. There's like easy ways that could be like just maybe some quick plastic or like locks or I don't know. There's got to be something that.
Yeah. Don't open the doors you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
That's a quick, easy one.
Yeah. No. Or you just put literally a sign on your door.
I'm naked.
Yeah.
Every time you close the door, just put the sign up. I'm naked.
Sorry. Okay, so there's an update. WoW really didn't expect this to blow up like it did, but thank you all for the feedback. A lot of you recommended a door stopper because they're super cheap and easy to use, and that's what I've ended up going with. So thank you all for recommending them to me. Okay, so I've had a talk with my roommate and brought up some of the points y'all made. For starters, I brought up how it's hypocritical to ask me to not sleep naked since they are most definitely naked when they are having sex in the same home as me. That is so true. They doing the nasty out there and they ain't doing it with their clothes on. They ain't dry humping. Sorry. Okay. So when they are having sex in the same home as me, and he said that it was different since they're not sleeping that way and usually hang something on the door handle. Well, then he can just hang something on the door handle, notifying he's naked.
Just don't go in the room.
Yeah, it's just so clear. It's so clear. I don't know why it's a problem when they just don't open up his door. I also brought up the point that now she knows which door leads to the bathroom, so it shouldn't happen again.
She won't forget.
Whenever she spends the night. And he said that it still makes her uncomfortable. Like, what if she never did open the door while he was sleeping, but she knew he slept naked? Would that still make her uncomfortable, or is it because?
Freak.
Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, you're gonna have to adjust, hon. If you want to sleep over at his place, you're gonna have to adjust. Have him sleep over at your place. Unless she doesn't have one, then she doesn't get to say anything. Mm-hmm. It's not the boyfriend's place. It's the boyfriend and OP's place. Okay, so it still makes her uncomfortable. I guess she thinks I'm just going to come out of my room at night swinging my junk around. I suggested that he only spends the night at her place if it makes her so uncomfortable. But he literally just said it was easier for them to sleep here instead. No idea how that could be if I make her so uncomfortable. So in the end, I basically said, I'm still going to sleep naked. I'm putting a doorstop in my room, so make sure it doesn't happen again. And if they're still not satisfied, then they're just going to have to deal with it, which is, something that should happen. He goes on to say, I think he's going to give up on it, talk to his girlfriend, and we're going to go back to normal. I didn't really care I don't really care if I'm seen naked. I know that's kind of rare, but I'm super comfortable in my own skin, and it's really his fault if he doesn't want to see me naked and walks in on me sleeping. I'll continue to update as this goes on. And he puts a side note to the people saying his girlfriend wants me or something. I'm rocking on, oh my word. I'm rocking on average 5.5 inches, so I'm not all that impressive. Not only that, I'm pretty sure I wasn't hard and I'm a grower. So it was even less impressive. Thank you all for thinking I was packing though. This guy seems pretty chill. I mean, he's comfortable in his own skin. He's like, I don't care if you walk in on me naked. Just, for your own comfortability, you might not want to do it again.
No, looky.
Right? I mean, if anything, she probably didn't even see much. I'm doing it with the information he gave me.
Could have been butt in the air. She's like, ugh.
Yeah, she saw everything. So what was everything? Because he could only have slept.
He probably rolled in bed for her back and forth.
Right? He probably, she stared there long enough for him to roll from the front to the back. So, and I'm like, oh no, I saw everything. But yet I still am more comfortable sleeping at your place than my own place.
It's
hypocritical. It's hypocritical.
She's sneaky.
She's naked too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're naked in their own room. He probably doesn't like that either. Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. I don't like that.
I would say that.
Honestly, you could put that back on them. Like, we
Two
know
can play
you are
this game.
we know you're naked at some point in that room, and I don't like that. Just like, come on. Like, you have a roommate. You're gonna have to get used to it. So top comment is no nudity in your room. Got it. So they're not having sex when she comes over, right? Maybe you should start walking in on them to check. Also, how exactly did she manage to see that you were completely naked? How hard was she looking into the darkened room that clearly wasn't the room she wanted? Did she ever apologize for the invasion of your privacy?
No, she didn't do anything wrong.
Not the a-hole. No, because as soon as he woke up, they were upset that she saw him naked. And I'm like, you should be embarrassed that you walked in on someone else's room and they were in their own room, privacy, naked. It's like if you walked in on someone changing. Literally the same thing. You walked in on them changing. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. That was my bad. I meant to go to the next door. Same thing with this. He was sleeping and you'd be like, hey, I'm so sorry. I walked in and I thought this was the bathroom. I saw you indecent. I'm so sorry. It won't happen again. And that's when, if OP then was like, okay, that made me uncomfortable, but if it doesn't happen again, it doesn't happen again. But honestly, he's like, okay, as long as it doesn't happen again. But for some reason, they're dragging it on. Okay, so not only the girlfriend, the roommate is now hoping to see OP naked. Yeah, him randomly just walking in to see if he's naked. That's crazy.
I'd be punching someone eventually.
I'd be like, dude.
Be like, you open my door without knocking, I'm going to beat you. That's it. End of story.
Exactly. They were all polite and everything. Everything started getting messed up when the girlfriend came over. It's all because of the girlfriend. Everyone changes because of the girlfriend.
Just because your girlfriend looked doesn't mean you need to be coming in my room to look every day.
Yeah, no. What is it? Someone put down, they secretly want a threesome and are deflecting.
I mean, I'd probably make that joke too. It'd be like, sorry.
I'm sorry, guys, that you want me so bad, but... Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, because then everyone, before the edit or the update, someone's like, he's worried OP has a big penis and that is what his girlfriend is focused on. And then that's why he literally put down, he's like, for everyone's, concern, I'm 5.5 inches, so I'm not packing. So, man, she had to look pretty hard, though, I think.
Yeah,
what's that in the distance I see?
To find something to complain about.
Oh, my word, I saw butt cheeks. Okay. Our next story is a Christmas one from r/entitled people. We ain't gonna have any entitled people around Christmas, right? It's full of joy and love and caring and sharing. There's no entitlement around this time of year, is there? Is there?
Nope. Never.
Apparently there is in this story. So
oh, no.
I know. So let's listen to this rare occasion of an entitled person. This is from 9 days ago. Entitled sister opens Christmas gift early, then demands new Christmas gift for family party. So, my sister and her family live in another state across the country. Our family trades names so that we don't have to spend so much money since we are a big family. I got my sister's family and sent her a game that she has had on her wish list for several months, as well as some expansion packs. Don't know what that is. I went a bit above the family spending limit, but was feeling generous. Because she lives so far away, I had it shipped to her home. Apparently her kids got too excited and she just couldn't make them wait. They were excited when they saw the game, which is great, and at least my sister said thank you. But the next day, she calls me to ask me to get them another gift. She's worried that when we do the family Zoom on Christmas Eve, her family will feel left out since they have no gift to open. When I said I couldn't afford another gift, she started crying. Oh my gosh. told me I should be the one to tell the kids they won't have a gift to open, and all sorts of other manipulation tactics. I reminded her that I am a teacher, no money, and I have my own family to care for, and that she needs to be more responsible, buy another gift, and or teach her children to be patient. She hung up on me. Next time, they get an e-gift card. Yeah, I think that would be, after that situation, if I ever got that name again, I'd give him just a gift card. Like, you can buy your own thing. Okay. There is a couple updates, really quick ones. So, first update is, I was telling my husband some of your suggestions. He now wants to buy them an advent calendar to help them understand when Christmas is. Don't worry, not actually going to do it. And then update number 2. So apparently, this was cross-posted to other subs. No, I do not wonder if I am the a-hole, nor did I cross-post this for attention. Yes, I know the gift could be rewrapped. I am not really concerned about whether the kids will have a gift to open, as I can easily remind them of the game if they seem disappointed at the party. My sister is an entitled brat and was likely just fishing for another gift. I feel no need to accommodate her. Honestly, the more I have thought about it, the more I think she was the impatient one that wanted to open the gift and then see if she could get another present from me. The kids are usually well behaved around more mature people who hold them accountable. Well, this seems like a sibling problem. This sister, ugh. I don't know if OP thinks it was more of her sister, the actual adult, that was the impatient one, and blames it on the kids, and the kids are kind of more well behaved than that. And we never hear from the kids. Technically, it's always the sister saying, "Oh, the kids are going to be disappointed. You'll have to be the one to tell them because I can't. You'll have to tell them that they get no gift to open." Like, first of all, how hard is it for your kids to be like, "Hey, no, we can't open till this day"? You know, I think I've seen a couple of times where people have their presents wrapped before Christmas, and then one morning, like we had that with one of our kids a couple of years ago when she was like really little, and we caught her almost unwrapping one of the gifts for one of the other kids, and we had to stop it and rewrap it. Christmas morning, she woke up before everyone else and went out and found all the gifts from Santa and for all the kids, and decided to move them to one side of the couch where her stocking was and brought someone else's things from their stocking out to greet everyone else in bed when we all started waking up. So, yeah, Mommy had to go out there and we had to rearrange a few things really quick, but it happens. But I mean, other than that, she didn't even open to anything, and we had got quite a few gifts wrapped before Christmas. So, yeah, I honestly think if your kids were well behaved, I think it was the sister that was impatient, which is really sad because she's the actual adult with kids.
Sometimes adults are kids.
Yeah. Yeah. And not the good ones either. There's, you can still be a child at heart, but that's like over fun, like little things to be joyful about. Not being greedy little selfish monsters. Mm-hmm. So top comment is, she's the parent. It's her job to teach her kids the consequences. They opened it early. That's on them. And then OP had responded to that saying, what makes it even worse is that her kids are mostly tweens to older teenagers. It's not like they are toddlers that don't understand the concept of waiting. Oh, my word. So she just wanted another present because she is so special. Mm-hmm. Has she always been like this? OP did respond saying she can be very selfless and generous at times, but the entitlement has always been in there in various forms. When we were teenagers, she had really long nails. She would use them to scratch anyone who tried to serve themselves at dinner before her. So she'd get first pick or the biggest serving, etc. Or when she babysat, she'd have us hide because we were playing hide and seek. Then she wouldn't look for us and would watch TV. That's just older sibling stuff people do. In reality, she just didn't want to be bothered with taking care of us. Okay. okay. It's a little weird, scratching people to get what you want. She had these nails to scratch everyone. No, that's so funny. Okay. Well, yep. I think OP learned what to give her next time if she ever got her again.
Yeah.
Okay, next story. We're going to go to this one. Actually, no, we're going to go to this one. Okay, this is of Best of Redditor Updates, and it was originally posted. When was the original? The original post was on r/relationships, and this is from 9 years ago. So the title is Boyfriend has implied that he'd leave me if I wouldn't stop playing my PS4. So, boyfriend 23 male, and then this is OP is 22 female. So, hi. So this is back in 2016.
Hi.
Yeah, sorry. Hi. No, it starts off. Hi. I know this isn't your normal question, but it's doing my head in, and I'm not trolling, I swear. I'm from the UK, and I have a very, very good job for someone my age, but that means it can be very stressful. When I come home from work, I like to wind down and play maybe an hour or two on my PS4. My favorite game is Fallout 4, and I play it maybe 2-3 times a week. My boyfriend adored the fact that I loved games, but I don't play them as much as I'd like to. My boyfriend's idea of winding down after work near the end of the week is going to the pub. I happily go, obviously, to socialize, but I'm already done with the stage of my life where I want to go out and get drunk now, but I do enjoy a drink. But this morning, he invited me out to drinks, and I have been absolutely shattered this week, and I haven't once looked at my PS4, and I honestly just want to sleep tonight. He immediately jumped on the defensive and said, "You're more invested into that PS4 than me. All you ever do is sit and play it." Which isn't true. We have an amazing regular sex life, great circle of friends, and I do make sure communication is a thing we have and are honest with each other. And we've been together for almost a year. This hasn't even been a full year of a relationship. And it's coming close to our anniversary. I told him that it wasn't true, and I always offer him to play it or with me and let him have free reign of it. He can use it more than me sometimes, and has said, well, it isn't ladylike for girls to be playing. You're far too old to be playing it anymore. And mind you, this is a 22-year-old at the time. So no, I totally disagree with that. It may sound silly, but it kind of stung. I've loved playing games since I was little. We argued over it, and he basically said that I needed to get a grip and that he's had enough and started shouting and mocking me for it, then threatened to leave. Here come the red flags. I'm honestly not trolling. I'm just stunned. He didn't even come home after work and went straight out with our friends. Do I talk to him about it or just leave him? Am I too old for it? Am I childish for this?
Leave him.
You don't play it that much. You make plenty of time for him.
Well, his plan is to go spend money and get drunk. That's his
exactly.
way of fun. Hers is
he's spending money. He's acting more immature than you. You want to play games? That's okay if you want to wind down. Him going out and getting drunk and being out with friends, and like you said, you're getting to the point where you're growing out of that wanting to get drunk every time and just go out sociably.
Well, I mean, it'd be different if he was like, "Hey, let's stay home and let's watch a show, or let's go for a walk," and then you're like, "Nope." Every single time you're like, "Nope, I'm just gonna play a game." Then it's like.
Yeah,
okay,
if you blow him off so many times with him wanting to do things, and you guys like, if he feels like you guys never hang out together because you blow him off constantly, but you said like you hadn't even barely looked at this week, and you just had a long week and you just wanted to relax and just be home.
His version is, let's go get drunk and forget about it.
I just want to go hang out with friends and be out all night and get drunk. And yeah, that's right. It's just like, there's only so much you can do of that. And you don't even have to do that all the time, honestly. Like, he, at this point, like, I get he's only 23, but even then, he needs to rethink, is this what I'm going to do every single day? And if you guys can't agree on even how to relax sometimes and do things together on, like, de-stressing, then maybe you guys aren't fit to be together. Because you guys relax differently. Like, even that could be a big thing. Like, you and I, we've definitely become, like, I like to go out every once in a while. It's been a while. I fall asleep a lot sooner now than I used to. But we sit down, we watch shows, we play games. So.
Yeah, we'll play some games together.
Yeah, we're planning on doing that more, actually. So, I'm excited for that. So, that kind of stung when he's like, you're too old. And I'm like, she's 22. And I'm in my 30s, so nope, I still don't think I'm too young to play games. In fact, I still want to play games. I want to get back into it. I used to play when I was younger, and I haven't been able to do it. It's my turn to get back into it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, so anyways, it goes, basically it says, relevant comments. Yeah, he's an a-hole. I game way more than that, and my fiance is fine with it. We both prefer chilling out at home rather than going out to unwind after a long day, though. Your boyfriend sounds like a jerk and is trying to manipulate you. If it was me, I'd leave him if he didn't apologize and ever said anything like that again. And OP responded saying, funnily enough, he's just texted me saying he was sorry, but you needed a dose of the truth. So he's basically said sorry, not sorry to me. I'm amazed at how much of a jerk he's being. I'm definitely considering ending things. I'm trying to make a rational decision, as I'm still a little bewildered by it. I mean, all the point specifically when he immediately jumped on the defensive and then also said, what was it? Here we go. We argued over it, and basically he said I needed to get a grip, and he's had enough and started shouting and mocking me for it and then threatened to leave. Those are all red flags. Those are all things. If he can't handle this maturely, if he's really that concerned about it, he wouldn't be mocking you and threatening to leave, like thinking he's the greatest thing in your life, and that if he threatens to leave and walk away, you're going to run after him. Or you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. That's I think his way of manipulating you. So yeah, no, honestly, this doesn't seem good at all. Someone else had commented saying, you're playing excessively and it's encroaching on our couple's time equals reasonable complaint. So they quoted, you're playing excessively and it's encroaching on our couple's time. That equals reasonable complaint, that is a reasonable complaint if she was blowing him off many times to go play instead of hanging out or spending time with him. The other quote, you shouldn't be playing because you're a girl, equals unreasonable complaint, also sexist. Is he a douche about you doing other unladylike activities? And then they put an edit. And he yells and mocks you in anger? Dump. Literally, dump, period. So, there is an update 1 day later. Oh, okay. I read ahead. It says, we made up. Not. I saw the we made up part and then not. So, he came back home drunk at like 4 a.m., and I had a few things gathered together as I decided that I'm going to be staying at my parents' for a while and sort things out like rent, etc. Before I left for my parents, he apologized in the morning at like 10 a.m., took the day off because of it, but didn't apologize for calling me out on my addiction and just telling me to quit my boy habits. Again, he just thinks gaming's for guys. I was baffled, and I asked what it was that he wants from this relationship, because I was under the impression he wanted me to break up with him. And he said for me to listen to him and basically do what he says. So I told him I am listening, and that he didn't like what I was listening to. So I told him he was being a sexist pig, made points of saying how often I play my PS4 and that he can use it more than me. I then rounded it by telling him to go F himself and that we were done. Not the most gracious thing to do, but it got the message across. I'm sitting in my old bedroom, receiving mixed text messages from him between, "I'm sorry, baby, please come back," and "Stop being such a B word. You get the point, Reddit. I don't need that, nor deserve it. I'm a mixture of emotions, but hey, at least I can romance McCready or Dents on Fallout 4. Haha, I don't know that reference, obviously. I'm guessing you know their characters. Yeah, okay, great. Here I said I like to game, and I don't know that, but I'm not that much of a gamer. I'm trying to be more eventually with my husband here. Okay, so yeah, definitely good that she broke up with him over that. Now, like we said, there's always like people who are actually addicted to gaming. And those people, like we said, if you're constantly blowing them off to play, or you're constantly, that's all you ever think of as soon as you have a free moment without thinking of other people in your life, then yeah, that might be a problem or a strain in your relationship that if they're not really considering to fix, then yeah, that's a good reason to break up with him. But in this case, it was the other way around, where this guy was kind of a misogynist, sexist guy. Like, he just was like, you should stop playing with your boy activities. I don't know. The way he's like, you're too old to play with these things. You're also a girl. You should stop playing with these boy games and activities. And we're just like, what? What did you say? Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You coming home drunk every night. That's just stupid.
I'd rather play games than pay for expensive drinks.
I was going to say, you play for the thing at one point, your gaming setup and everything, and then half the time you don't really buy anything new for a while, whereas getting drunk or buying so much alcohol every night could rack up to hundreds of dollars each night. It just sucks. I don't know. Okay. We're going to go to this next one. This next one is from Am I the A-Hole? AITA. It's from 1 month ago. And this, I forgot about this one. This one is, someone at work stole my chair, so I had them arrested.
Yes.
I picked this one specifically for you.
Get 'em.
And this one got 41.6 thousand upvotes.
Everyone knows how this goes.
Everyone definitely was looking at this one.
Chair.
Right. I just thought of you because you and your work with chairs.
That sucks when someone takes a good chair.
I was just say you try and claim whatever chair you can.
It's like, hey, switch me this. Why? Because this chair sucks. It doesn't come up to my height.
I know.
I need that one because I'm too tall. I need a taller chair.
I know. So yeah,
I like this one. Your feet dangle, you idiot. Switch me chairs.
I don't even know how I came across this one. I think maybe I did come across it scrolling and I saw it. I'm like, I didn't even care reading it all the way. I just literally saw this title and I sent it to myself. Okay, so again, someone at work stole my chair, so I had them arrested.
Yes.
I got a new job in sales working for a company that sells access control systems, CCTV systems, etc. Mm-hmm. The chair in my cubicle was uncomfortable AF. So on day 3, I brought in my own Herman Miller Aran chair.
Yeah, I'd be ticked off too.
Herman Miller Aran chair. That's a super expensive brand, isn't it? Mm-hmm. On day 4, it was missing. Oh my word! Wait, so on day 3, I brought it in. On day 4, it was missing. So he barely started working there. Yeah. Brought his own chair in, and on literally the next day, it was stolen or missing. I looked around, and another sales rep was sitting in it.
Oh, I'd kick him out.
I asked for it back, but he basically told me to F off. Ooh, I would be so mad. I went and spoke to the owner of the company. He told me that the chairs aren't reserved. They are first come, first serve. I explained that I own the chair, and it cost me... What?
It's my chair. I bought it.
Yeah, I own that. Well, yeah, obviously that's different. If it's like first come, first serve. Not if I own it. That is property of me. Okay, so I explained that I own the chair, and it cost me $1,800.
Yeah, not cheap.
He told me that I needed to come in earlier if I want that chair.
Nope.
No way. Nope. No way. Okay, the next day, the same guy was sitting in it when I got to the office. I told him to give it back or I was calling the cops. He refused, so I called the cops.
I'd do the same thing.
It was quite the scene, but in the end, he admitted that he took my $1,800 chair. Mm-hmm. I was prepared. I had the receipt, which showed...
charges.
I had the receipt, which showed the serial number. Yes, Aaron chairs have serial numbers. Well, anything expensive, probably over $1,000 would have a serial number. So they asked me if I wanted to press charges.
Yes.
My new boss said I would be terminated if I had him arrested.
Get him too.
So I said, absolutely, I want to press charges.
Yeah.
My new boss fired me on the spot, so I carried my chair out with me as I was leaving. And yes, the cops arrested the dude who took my chair. He admitted to it. The dude who took my chair had been in the industry for 15 years, but he's going to lose his security license, which means he won't be able to work in the industry. He's going to lose his job. I don't give a crap. He shouldn't have stolen my chair. Am I the a-hole for making this dude lose his job?
No. I think your boss sucks.
The boss really sucks.
The boss sucks.
The boss could have, this could have all been avoided. This whole mess could have been avoided if he'd been like, that's your chair. Let's get your name on it and
It'd be like someone going and taking your lunch out of your lunchbox. Hey, that's my food. I don't care. I was here first.
That is way more common.
What?
That is way more common. I have so many stories I see of people, coworkers, taking someone's lunches.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
I've had stuff where it took me 3 years to get my boss to buy me a fan. Finally buys me a fan. Some guy takes my fan. You better believe I was like, hey, that's my fan. I don't see your name on it. That's cool. I put duct tape on the back of it. Oh, I didn't see that. I know you didn't see it. That's why I put it there. It's my fan. I'm taking it. Goodbye. I want to use it. I don't care if you want to use it. It took me 3 years. You didn't want a fan at all till you saw I got one. No.
I was going to say, like, if you all of a sudden, like, oh, look, there's a fan here. And someone came back saying, hey, that's supposed to be in my area.
Yeah, it was made for the area.
It's made for the area. I'm not going to question them. Well, if they already know, and especially if they named off, like you said, I have duct tape on there. And you're like,
I put it on the side.
Then I'm not going to question.
And if you do it on a shift where the person's not working, that's different. I don't care then. We don't do it on the same shift that we were.
Right.
No.
They just, like I said, sometimes people just think they're so entitled for something. They're like, hey, look, something better's here. We're going to take it. Who said you could take it? Did you even ask?
It's like, if I brought my own chair in, you better believe that's my chair. You take my chair, I'm taking the chair back. It's not we're not playing nicey here. That's my chair, give it back.
All I can think is, how bad were the chairs there that he wanted to bring his own. Like, that's a liability for him to have his chair there and then someone else sitting on it. Like, what if it broke? I mean, hopefully he sounds like a guy. This guy sounds like he'd have insurance on this chair.
Probably.
Not insurance, but at least a warranty on it. But.
Well, you don't have to worry about it if no one sits in your chair.
I just was like, if someone, the boss is like, well, first come, first serve. Then I'm like, well, then I'm taking it back.
Yeah, it's like, that's my chair.
I mean, but then this guy for sure was like, I don't want to sit in these chairs, so I'm going to bring my own chair, and I'm going to keep my chair here because I'm going to make sure I can still sit in it. He barely started working there. I mean, this guy was confident to bring something in. Like, I would have just endured it. I didn't endure the weird chairs if they were that painful.
Stupid. No.
I don't know what else you could do. If they all have the same,
or whatever, you say, "Hey, I need you first." You make it talk to your boss.
I bring pillows or something.
No. You still say, "Hey, I need a new chair." Why? Mine hurts my back. Don't care. Okay. Can I buy my own chair? Yes. All right. Then I'm bringing my own, which means it's mine.
Okay, so now that you said that, top comment is, due to lower back issues, I always provided my own desk chair and made sure it was clearly marked that it was my personal property.
Yeah.
I also used a bicycle cable log to secure my chair to my desk so at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So one coworker had his office chair disappear, so he sent an email to the entire global company address book. It was hysterically funny to read the response emails.
Mm-hmm.
So I worked in a call center years ago and had a coworker who crazy glued a big old sign with large letters, names, chair, do not touch. It worked. No one touched the chair. Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying. You didn't even put a sign. And the boss didn't want to help. The boss sucks all around. Boss and coworker.
You don't need to put a name. I guarantee he had a name on his desk. I guarantee. Guess what? That chair, if it's mine, hey, this is my chair, guys. Don't touch it. Okay. There you go. You're fine.
I worked in a call center, and when I was in the office, and they all had the same chairs, one of them kind of was weirder, the other, I did never switch chairs unless if someone was currently working there. If it was like a vacant desk that no one was working at, then we're like, oh, no one's working there. No one's actually has their stuff there. So like this is a empty one. I'll trade chairs and everything. Mm-hmm. That's fine. But if it's someone who actually is working there, don't be sneaky like that. Don't be a jerk and think you get away with things. So
I have done it at work before where I get, for certain areas I work at, if I sit in the chair, the lowest it goes, it makes me sit way too tall. So if I bend over, my back starts to hurt when I work because I'm working way down here.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll look over and there's this short guy and he's got the shortest chair and he's got it raised to the highest. And I'll be like, hey, switch me chairs. Why? Because you're short and you have that chair the highest it can go and this chair won't go any lower for me. Switch me chairs. Oh, I don't like that chair. I can't work in this chair. You want to do my job? No? Then shut up and switch me chairs. It's not that hard. It's like, oh, here you go. Thank you. It's like, oh, this chair, the lowest it goes is right where I need it. I know, genius. That's why I told you switch me chairs. I can look at you. You want your feet to dangle? Which is weird. I don't want my feet to dangle.
No. No, exactly. No, I just think it's crazy when people think they can just, like you said, like they just, I don't know, get away with things. Okay, so here we go. I think this is the same one. There was an update to the story, so I recently decided to wait until I got the whole story. But the title is, because this is 1 month ago, it's from True Off My Chest from 1 month ago. The user has now since deleted their account. But the title is, I think my wife is faking her amnesia. I mean,
what happened again?
I said, I think my wife is. Oh, okay.
Wow.
I fell right into that one.
What did you say again?
Okay. So it starts off as, my wife was in a car crash 2 months ago. It was bad, but not lethal. She was in a coma for 3 days, and when she woke up, she was confused. That is normal, but the first thing she told me was, "Who are you?" I thought she was making a joke or something, but she continued to act like she didn't know me. Her parents were also at the hospital, and she recognized them immediately, but she apparently didn't know her husband of 4 years. The doctor said that from her head injuries, amnesia is uncommon, but not impossible. When she was discharged, she refused to come home with me, even when her parents told her that they would be there too, and she went home with them. She still refuses to see or talk to me, even when she has seen proof of our relationship in pictures, videos, her things at our house. The thing is, I don't believe her. I'm pretty sure she is doing all of this just to get a divorce, because the first thing she told me after going home with her parents was that she doesn't care if we're married, she doesn't know me, and wants a divorce. That's weird. I don't think I've ever heard of anyone who has amnesia that they just instantly want to not be with the person they're married to. Even if they don't know them, they'll be shocked and confused and be like, okay, maybe we'll try this out and see if I remember things. But like instantly not wanting to see the person and then just say, I don't know you. I want a divorce. Like, even though you see everything that you've had a life together with.
Unless it changes your personality.
Maybe. I still don't know why, though. Why would she lie instead of just telling me she wants a divorce? I never cheated, mistreated her, or anything like that. And even if she just doesn't love me, this is crazy. Let's be honest. Amnesia is not nearly as common as it is in the movie or TV shows. And apparently she doesn't remember the last 6 years. It seems crafted. I mean...
How did you get amnesia again?
She got into a car crash. It was bad, but not lethal. And she was only in a coma for 3 days.
Oh, yeah, only. Sure.
Well, yeah, she said she was in a coma for 3 days.
Only 3 days? That's a long time to be in a coma still.
Okay, I'm thinking but that's when the doctor said her, with the head injuries that she has, amnesia is uncommon, but not impossible.
Of course it's not.
So, I mean, depending on what kind of head injuries she has, I don't know.
The brain is very delicate.
I don't know.
You don't need a major accident.
That's the thing. I'm not a doctor, so I can't be sure if this is true or not. Like, this could be one of those uncommon weird instances where she was in a coma and has forgotten the last 6 years of her husband and certain things, but nothing else. So I can't talk to anyone about this because when I tried to tell my mother-in-law about my suspicions, she lost it on me. But this doesn't make any sense. My wife is still pushing for a divorce, but apparently her attorney told her mediation and or couples counseling is a better first step. She won't talk to me.
It is.
It is for a good step. She won't talk to me or acknowledge our relationship, but apparently already has a Tinder. It's driving me insane, and I don't know why she is doing this to me.
Should have led with that first.
Yeah.
You wait till, I don't know why, then, oh, she has Tinder.
So how did he find out she has a Tinder?
Because he has one, too.
Probably a friend found her on there. So it says she's been active for the last 3 days. No, I don't know.
Been active for the last 6 years.
So, yeah, seriously, for the last how many years? And this was her miraculous way of thinking of getting out of her marriage. She just didn't want to face the truth, and I don't know. This would be so wild if she came up with all of this just to divorce the guy.
Well, if you don't want to be in there, you can't force someone.
No, that's the thing. It's just like this for him to think she's faking it. Like, this would be so crazy for her to come up with this whole plan to get in a crash, be in a coma for 3 days, which I don't think could happen easily unless she knew how to get into a crash to do that. Mm-hmm. And then fake all the 6 years. Like, I don't know. Like, I do think she's acting pretty weird for not wanting to even go to counseling and talk through and figure this out with her husband. And we're only getting his side. So do we really know what's been happening in the relationship? No. Maybe this was her cry for, like, wanting to get out. I don't know. Or maybe she really just went through amnesia.
Maybe she crashed on purpose.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be crazy. Absolutely crazy to think that. But what if? Like, people have done crazy things before. What if this isn't a good relationship like he says? And she's trying to get out of it. We only have his side of the story. So we really don't know. So that was 1 month ago. About 24 days, he posted an update. So, content warning. It does have suicide and self-harm in this post or update. So if that's something you don't want to listen to, please move on to the next story. Okay. Hello, it's me again. As you could probably see, I was not in a good place mentally speaking. Well, after making my first post, I did try to commit. I took a bunch of hypertension pills with a bottle of vodka. Gladly, I ended up throwing up and ended up calling my best friend. He lives like an hour away, but I don't think it took him more than 20 minutes to get to my house. I was just on the floor without moving, and he took me to the hospital because I threw up most of the pills that I was given, and I had some fluids given, and then I was committed to the psych ward for 4 days. But my best friend decided to move in with me for the moment, and I have therapy appointments twice a week now. So that's great that all this happened and you were able to get help, OP.
It's not great that it happened.
No, it's great that you got help and that you had friends. Sorry, not that it happened, that after it happened, you got help. When I was released from the hospital, I found a bunch of texts from my in-laws asking me why I didn't pay for my wife's psychotherapy and therapy appointments, and I realized they were never worried about me. They didn't even ask if I was okay, just asked for the money. I realized this was going to kill me if I didn't do anything about it, so I called them and told them I agreed to the divorce and to tell my wife, but since she'll no longer be my wife, I wouldn't pay for anything else and that I wanted my car back. They tried to yell and I just hung up. My best friend found a lawyer and who is a friend of his, and we'll see what we can do to protect myself. I'm still very tired and very hurt, and I want to clarify that this is not that I don't believe my wife, but I just am so heartbroken and drunk, and I basically created a whole new alternative reality. Yesterday, my best friend went to retrieve. I think they meant to retrieve. Sorry, they said retreat. It's how people do things. Yesterday, my best friend went to retrieve my car because I don't have the energy to fight with anyone right now. It was in the middle of the night with a spare key, so he didn't even have to talk to them because my car was parked outside. I don't really know what I'm going to do after all this. Everything is still fresh and confusing, and everything hurts, but I can't fight anymore, and maybe this is all my own fault for fighting when everybody told me just to give up. I haven't heard anything from my ex, and I blocked my in-laws, but I assume we'll hear from them soon because I took my car and I stopped all payments. I appreciate the kind words and the ones trying to reason with me, but at the moment, I am ready to listen. Right now, I just want to get better and move on with my life. I asked for time off at my job so I can process everything better, and I'm just relaxing. I haven't realized how bad I was sleeping until today that I woke up around 2 p.m. I'll do my best to remember to update once the divorce is finalized, and my lawyer said we actually have a shot at not paying for alimony or any medical bill, so I'm almost hopeful. Please take care of yourself and enjoy the holiday as I try to do that myself too. Oh, that was such a sad update. So he just kind of, but I mean, if his wife is that much, like just that motivated, not wanting to see him and work things out, like you said, you can't force someone to want to be with you, to want to marry or keep, love you and everything. So yeah, that's a hard one. It was affected him so much because of everything happening that he was having mental and trouble in his own life. So thank goodness you got help, OP. I'm glad that you got a friend of yours, and I hope that everything ends up smoothly going for you in the end, and that you get plenty of therapy and help to help you move on with your next step in life. So okay, we're gonna go to our last one, and trust me, it is a good positive, not really positive. I want to say positive. It's a good ending story. Good ending story. I picked this one out for you. You're going to love it. I've been looking more of these today effed up stories because some of them are completely hilarious. And I think I'm going to end on some of these episodes more with them because they're quite funny. And some of these stories are quite a downer sometimes, depending on how seriously they can be. And sometimes we need to end on a good note, or at least a funny note. Up note.
Positive note.
Positive note. Okay. This last one is from 3 years ago. And the story is, today I effed up by repeatedly shooting my boss in the head. And I don't think this guy is up for murder, so I think it's going to be a better story than...
Shit him with the water gun.
Right. Okay. So this happened a few days ago. We went paintballing with my office colleagues as an end-of-year celebration. In a game, I ran to the edge of the arena, hoping to flank the other team. 2 people on the other team had the same idea, and we found ourselves in a standoff between some wooden cover. I shot the first person quickly, and they called their hit and went away. It was then between me and one other guy. I'm going to call him Dave. Dave. So instead of wearing a full helmet, Dave wore only a mask, which left the rear and top side of his head uncovered. Unluckily for him, the top of his head was visible to me through a slit in his wooden cover. I considered for a moment what to do. Do I shoot him in the head?
Headshot.
That has gotta hurt
Headshot
so bad.
every time.
Do I shoot him in the head and cause immense pain and agony?
For the win. For the win for the boys.
Or do I wait for a shot against a more protected part of his body?
Shoot him down in the crotch then.
In the end, I thought I only needed to shoot him once for him, and I would be on our way.
Yes.
And by wearing a mask and not a helmet, he would full well know that what could happen. Mm-hmm. So I steadied my aim and shot him through the gap in the wood clean onto the top of his head. I heard a scream, "Ah, you bastard!"
You bad boy.
But he didn't call the hit.
Shoot him again. Keep it going.
He didn't even move from his position. So I shouted, "Call your hit!" But he didn't respond.
Shoot him again.
I am sure he heard me because I saw his head turn slightly when I spoke. But he didn't call his hit.
Shoot him again.
So I shot him again.
I would too. Like, all right, you're not moving.
And again. And again. In the exact same spot on the top of his head. My goodness, this guy. Oh my word. With each shot, he let out a grunt. But he did not call his hit.
That's not the smartest.
Oh my word. Seriously, no. It was kind of satisfying, actually. Seeing the paintballs explode on the top of his head.
I keep doing it.
At this point, his head is a yellow/red paintballing mess.
Nice welts on it.
But yet, he still does not call his hit. Eventually, a marshal comes nearby, and I tell him that he does not call his hit, but as you can see that he is covered in paint. The marshal tells me to shoot him once more.
Shoot him again. Yeah.
To shoot him once more to see it for himself. He saw the colors. He just wanted to see him shoot.
He'll move. That's what he thought. He'll move.
All right. Okay, so right through that slit in the wood, I shoot him in the exact same spot on the top of his head. Why isn't this guy moving? This guy is an idiot.
That's his fault.
He doesn't call his hit, and the marshal pulls him out and escorts him away. This guy's an idiot. I mean, you can clearly see on his head too that he's been hit.
He's thinking, who can take the most pain?
My goodness, does he know the rules? I mean, I would say you would know the rules before going.
You don't remember them now, I'll tell you that.
My word. I then see him after the game. Crying his eyes out.
His head hurts. Yeah.
Crying his eyes out, holding a bag of frozen peas against his head, walking toward the car park. Turns out it was my line manager, my boss.
Sucks to be him.
I'm not sure whether to tell him it was me that shot him after the Christmas holidays.
I'd wait till I get promotion. Like, hey, by the way, I don't work for you anymore. But I shot you in the head like 10 times. Oh,
my word. So, TLDR, repeatedly shot someone in the head with a paintball gun, causing them a lot of pain, and then found out it was my boss. So edit 1, did not expect this post to blow up. To those of you worried that I did some serious damage to him, he is mostly fine, I think.
We already knew he wasn't there in the head when he didn't move. Right. The first, I'll give him the second time. When he didn't move the first time, you're like, all right, yeah, it probably hurt. Second time, all right, he's got problems.
He has a sore head and was quite embarrassed from crying in front of his staff. He cried in front of everyone.
You know how bad it hurts?
I bet it would hurt, which is why didn't he move?
I got a chunk of skin taken off from
No,
it.
I know they cause great welts and everything, but my
to continuously get hit
to keep just getting hit in the same spot. Why wouldn't you duck more? Why wouldn't you move? Like, this guy.
Go really still, I'll be invisible.
He cannot see me. Oh!
Be Drax the Destroyer. Invisible.
I don't know what this guy was thinking. This is so... It's like he's never been paintballing before. And if you have, usually you know if you get hit.
Oh, you'll know when you get hit.
You know when you get hit, that usually means you're out. That's the whole point of it.
It hurts more when it doesn't blow up on you.
Oh, my word. Okay. So, he was embarrassed from crying in front of his staff. It was your basic rent to the public paintball gun that did not possess any real dangerous power behind it. Though getting shot in the exact same spot over and over probably increased the pain quite a bit.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. Now some have said he will recognize my voice. I didn't think about that.
That's what I thought when he said, I called out for it. Like,
so, I am sure my voice from within a paintball helmet at a distance from behind some cover was heard, but probably not super recognizable given the circumstances. I don't think he really got a good look at me either, so I think I'm in the clear. To be sure, I just checked my calendar for the coming...
To be sure, I'm going to shoot him again.
Yeah, right. To be sure, I just checked my calendar for the coming work week, and I can see my boss has scheduled a meeting for everyone that attended the paintball event. Depending on how that goes, I may post a further update in the near future. Someone had posted, don't tell anyone ever, except millions of us, of course.
I would have shouted out loud. I'd be like, hey, I shot you.
You would let... I don't know.
Absolutely be like, hey, why didn't you move your head after the first shot? What are you talking about? I hit you 4 times.
So someone said, I see no reason to tell him, and a lot of reasons not to. If someone else tells him, and or he asks, I wouldn't lie, but it's a game. No reason to make a big deal out of it or bring it up after the fact.
It's outside of work hours.
Yeah.
Have to be nice.
So there is... I don't know. Let me see if I can... I know there's an update. So hold on. Reddit's just being funny with me, and I have to look it up manually instead of going on the account. Here we go. Okay. Okay, here's the update. Alright. Last week... Oh, wait. I think this was... Did I say this was originally 3 years ago?
I don't know. But tell us.
Hold on. Okay, so the story itself was 3 years ago, and then a year later. I don't know if he just came back or anything, or if it was like shortly between time. But anyways, last week I noticed my boss scheduled a meeting for everyone that went paintballing that day. Today was that meeting. I was anxious all day and barely got any work done. I kept reading comments back to myself about how he's going to recognize my voice, or that he had a mental breakdown of some kind, and that I irresponsibly failed to notice before shooting another 4 paintballs straight at his head.
It didn't move.
I mean...
How do you know for sure?
It didn't help that people in the office were talking about how our line manager cried at paintballing. That would be the talk of the office forever.
That's more of what he's embarrassed about than getting shot in the head.
Everyone saw him cry. That my word. Okay.
I'm sure it hurt.
Okay, yeah. So It did. Okay, so all I added to the conversations were lines like, "Oh yeah, I saw that after the game. What happened?" And "Wow, that's crazy."
That guy must have been a good shot. Wow. He's
Right.
a legend.
Yeah, he didn't tell anyone that he was the last one to win or whatever happened. So it became clear that nobody really knew what happened. Most people thought he fell and banged his head really bad or something. Everyone knew he cried, even people that didn't go paintballing, but nobody actually knew what happened. So yeah, everyone in the office knows. Oh, what a sight if you saw your boss just bawling after paintballing. Okay. Only I knew he didn't hit his head. He just took the same shot over and over to the exact same spot. He didn't call his hit.
He got his head hit all right.
And then cried afterwards. That's all that happened. Once we were sat and settled in the conference room, the boss made it clear that he didn't want anyone in the office discussing out-of-work activities during working hours. He doesn't want people to talk about him crying. Word must have gotten around that his crying was a topic of conversation.
Oh, no duh.
No duh. He said he is fine, nothing serious, and then said something that took every inch of my composure not to react.
If I find this person.
I don't know if I can quote him word for word, but he said something like this. In quotes, "I raised my hand and was running back to base, and that's when I slipped in the mud and hit my head against a barrel." When he said those words, I felt like it was a Mexican standoff.
No, you didn't. I got you.
He glanced around the room looking for a reaction, but I didn't give him one. Okay. Internally, though, I was like, what in the actual F are you on about? I literally watched the paintballs one by one splat off the top of your head over and over before you got walked out of the game by a marshal. Also, it was the top of your head that was sore. Now, unless you dived like a dolphin into that barrel head first, I don't see how that could have been part of your body that got injured if you actually slipped and hit something. Externally, though, my face tried to mirror the rest of the room. It was a mixture of compassion and surprise. Shout out to all of you that commented that I should practice the shocked Pikachu face. That was literally what I went for.
Pika, pika.
Yeah. Ooh. If anyone doesn't know that look, just Google it. It's pretty common now. He still doesn't know who did it. Everyone else believes his story. I'm not sure whether I should let it go or call him out on it. So, I think there was one edit. My boss has sent out a late work email informing our team that he will be taking the rest of the week off to recover a little more. In response, my colleagues in our group chat have decided that we should pool some money together to buy him a get-well-soon gift and treat him to a work lunch next week when he is back. If anything interesting happens at lunch, I'll be sure to post an update.
Right, I wouldn't do that. Too dumb to move. I ain't giving you something to eat.
Oh, that's so funny. You're just like, I ain't taking part of this. I know the real reason. I swear, unless he really can't trust anyone there, I'd have to tell at least one person.
I'd tell the guy straight up and tell everyone and be like, hey, just so you know, I shot you. I know you. That's not what happened to you.
I know, but unless I didn't want to have any work, I know.
Can't retaliate.
I know you can't retaliate, but if they don't have an HR, which I know some places don't have HRs.
It's outside of work.
Oh, that is true. It's outside of work.
It
doesn't help that people can still work sucks on how sometimes people with power can use it, or they'll just never want to promote you because they'll find reasons
you'll have
not.
A great story. You'll be a legend.
Yeah.
A legend forever.
You know what? In his case, I think it'd just be better if he didn't tell him straight up. He might as well not come up now.
Yeah.
No use to having him come up after a week and everything, and then he looked for a reaction, but I did not give him one. So I thought you would like that story. because it's a good story. It's a good ending to this whole episode. So that's the last story I'm going to tell for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hopefully you could hear the story from all of us from both of us laughing so much through it. But if you guys have any other recommendations for some stories that if you guys are Redditors, if you're not, just, let me do the work then, because you guys don't need to be on Reddit. Don't get on Reddit now. Don't do it. Just wait for other people to do the work for you to get the stories out there. They're better. So, but I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday. Again, I know we're a little late on posting, but hey, girl's got to have a break too here with her family. So, but anyways, guys, look us up, like, subscribe. What's another one? Like, subscribe.
To
Follow. There we go. Follow. So, man, my brain is, like I said, I kind of need I need to extend my break. But like, subscribe, follow, find us on Instagram, look us up on YouTube. Even though if you listen to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, give us a subscribe on YouTube, because, we'll give you more, help me to help you to help me. Anyways, guys, I guess we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Goodbye.